If you've been into Android modding, you probably remember those golden days of flashing ROMs every weekend just to try a new UI. But here's the question, are custom ROMs dead in 2025? Well, not entirely. In this video, we're going to talk about what really happened to custom ROMs, why their popularity dropped, and yes, a few legendary ROMs that are still alive and kicking. Oh, and by the way, if you're still curious about trying a custom ROM or looking for the best Android-based systems for your PC, I've already made several videos on that topic. So if you're still curious about what exactly a custom ROM is or how it works, you can check those videos out first. Links are in the description below. Alright, now let's talk about why this whole concept might be ending soon. The rise of custom ROMs. When Android first arrived, around 2010, companies like LG, Sony, HTC, and Samsung were in the game. But honestly, their software experience was boring. Limited features, rare updates, and a lot of waiting for improvements. That's when custom ROMs became the heroes. They gave users full control. You could customize everything, enjoy new Android versions early, and break free from company restrictions. Fun fact, MIUI actually started as a custom ROM before Xiaomi even made phones. After MIUI's success, we saw others like ColorOS and FunTouchOS born from that same idea. The golden era, those were the golden days. CyanogenMod, LineageOS, Resurrection Remix. These names ruled the Android scene. Even OnePlus partnered with Cyanogen in its early days. Almost every brand had phones that could easily run custom ROMs. Freedom, flexibility, and experimentation. That was the spirit of Android. The turning point. But then things started to change. Companies began saying, "We can't guarantee security or privacy on modified software." And that became their reason to pull back support. They also started delaying kernel source releases, making it nearly impossible for developers to build ROMs quickly. By the time sources were released, a new phone model was already out, and developers lost interest. Why companies turned against it today? Companies earn money after you buy the phone, from ads, built-in apps, and system services. If users flash clean custom ROMs, companies lose that revenue stream. So they made it harder, locked bootloaders, blocked access, strict policies. And just like that, the custom ROM community started shrinking. Google's silent strategy. And now even Google is playing its part. Earlier, Google maintained the AOSP, Android Open Source Project, alongside its main Android version, so devs could use those codes to build new ROMs. But now, Google is prioritizing its internal Android builds first, updating AOSP later, meaning custom ROM developers get updates late, slowing down innovation. Real-world effects. Even if you manage to flash a custom ROM now, many banking apps or UPI apps won't work. They'll detect that your phone's bootloader is unlocked and block access for security reasons. So for the average user, flashing a custom ROM isn't worth it anymore. That's why both developers and users are slowly walking away. Some custom OS still alive. But hey, not everything is gone yet. Some amazing custom ROM projects are still alive and actively maintained by passionate developers. If you're into experimenting, you can still install LineageOS, the spiritual successor of CyanogenMod, known for stability and clean UI. GrapheneOS, privacy-focused, mainly for Pixel users. Derpfest, Project Elixir, and the new Evolution X, all packed with modern Android 14 Plus features and customizations. These projects prove that the custom ROM spirit isn't completely dead. It's just living quietly in the hands of true Android enthusiasts. So yeah, custom ROMs aren't officially dead yet, but their slow death has already begun. Maybe in the next 1 to 2 years, custom ROMs will just be a nostalgic memory. But their legacy? It's what made Android Android. So tell me, have you ever flashed a custom ROM on your phone? Drop the name of your favorite ROM in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.